Item on the agenda is committee substitute for House Bill 4191. Council, please explain the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill would add a new category of operating costs for child care facilities for which the existing child care 50% tax credit would apply. To accomplish this, the bill adds a new definition of an employer-sponsored child care facility. This would refer to a third-party licensed child care services facility whose operational costs are financially supported by one or more employers through direct payments, contracts, or subsidies. An employer-sponsored child care facility may be located anywhere within the state of West Virginia and shall not be subject to proximity or employee usage thresholds. The bill as it came to us from the House also adds two new sections. The first section directs the Department of Human Services to pay licensed child care program subsidy payments based on monthly enrollment. The department is required to review a child's attendance in a child care program and exclude a parent whose child did not attend an average of at least 8 days per month. A day is defined as 4 hours a day is designed as 4 hours of educational time or an out-of-school time program of 2.5 hours. Finally, the bill would require legislative and emergency rules to the Secretary of the Department of Human Services to provide for a system for the electronic filing of all days of attendance billed by child care providers to the department no later than January the 1st of 2026, after which any child care provider seeking reimbursement from the Department for Child Care Services shall submit any and all supporting documents for the department's review electronically.
Questions of council? Discussion? Senator from Harrison.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Very briefly, I get to be one of these lucky parents. My wife and I get to bring our little guy to daycare each and every day. I think when you live this experience and get to watch parents my age each and every morning drop their kid off, you realize that child care is an incredibly important part of our workforce infrastructure. Those parents who drop off their kids beside me, nurses, teachers, construction workers, small business owners, entrepreneurs, they realize when reliable child care is available, that those parents, both parents in my household, get to participate in our workforce and grow our economy. I think when child care becomes difficult or unaffordable, it affects our ability to fill the jobs that the Senator from Putnam County keeps bringing to our attention each and every day. I think this is why this bill is incredibly important. It allows, but hopefully we can help force employers to become part of the solution more and more, to allow tax credits so that businesses can invest in child care facilities and support child care facilities. I think it also addresses what the professionals would call the child care subsidy cliff, but what we would call not being able to afford a pay raise at work. Otherwise, it forces you to not be able to afford your child care. I think this is a great opportunity to bring DHS to the table to help us phase out or phase in, however you might look at it, to support families continuing to advance in their careers and still afford child care. I think if we're serious about economic development, and I know each and every one of us are in the room, growing our workforce, child care must be part of that strategy. I think this is a big win. I think when parents go to work with confidence that their children are in good hands, it's a really good start and an idea for business, so that they know that their employees are taken after, and that we can continue to grow our workforce here. So, Mr. Chairman, I appreciate you running the bill. I hope everybody votes yes.
Further discussion. Senator from Randolph.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would echo many of the comments, all of the comments from the Senator from Harrison. At the end of the day, this is an economic development bill. This is a workforce development bill. This greatly expands and the opportunities for working parents, parents to go to work and be a part of the workforce. It's a fantastic thing. I want to applaud you for putting it on the agenda, and I would urge passage of this very important, much needed piece of legislation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Further discussion. Senior Senator from 13th.
Thank you, Mr. President. I too just wanted to add my voice of support. The change from attendance to enrollment within this legislation really helps to stabilize our child care facilities so that they can predict their cash flow and be able to maintain the staffing necessary as they serve children throughout our state. I think that's a really important part. This is an important first step. I think there are other steps that need to be taken. I personally support, as in Senate Bill 429, that I introduced scholarship dollars so that we can provide for early child care certified workers to come back into the workforce, have their child's cost covered so that then they can care for 9 others. I think that's a next step, but this is a step in the right direction. Mr. Chairman, I understand you received a few emails requesting you put this on the agenda, and we want to thank you for working this into your busy agenda, and I want to urge members to support passage of the legislation.
Further discussion? Amendments. Chair recognizes the Vice Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, I move the committee substitute for House Bill 4191 be reported to the full Senate with the recommendation that it do pass.
Questions on the motion that the committee substitute for House Bill 4191 be reported to the full Senate with the recommendation that it do pass. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Committee substitute for House Bill 4191 will be reported. Next item on the agenda is the committee substitute for House Bill 50.